Hello friends, this is Brain from GameBrain.media. We're going to play some Mudrunner and we are going to install the Mud mod. We're going to validate that the Mud mod, what I call the Mud mod, has been properly installed. Look, it's just easier to say Mud mod than Realistic Dirt because that's the actual name of the mod as it's listed on the website, but the name of the RAR or the zip file that it comes in is called True Dirt. So let's get into it. It's going to be a little complicated and not necessarily suited for probably Twitch, but I'm aiming this more at exporting to YouTube as a tutorial for people who want to see better mud visuals on their vehicle as they play the game. Okay, I know that's kind of weird, but let's go ahead and look at some things on my desktop. Bam. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the game as is. We're going to pick a specific truck, a specific map. We're going to jump in a mud puddle and get dirty. Then we're going to climb a dry hill and see how far we get up that hill before the truck looks clean again. By using just the stock game, I've reverted my game to purely a stock installation. And then we're going to install this guy right here, Realistic Dirt V3. We'll get into that later, but for now, we are going to go to, oh boy, I was on, let's see, let's go to Mudrunner, Workshop, and Cooper's. Okay, here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going to Cooper's Creek. This is a pre-release map. However, it is available on Steam in the Steam Workshop. If you know how to subscribe to tracks, yay. If not, figure that out for yourself. That's not the purpose of this video at the moment. I'm sorry, you'll figure it out. But, just go here and click subscribe. When you go from Mudrunner, the game, go to the workshop. If you can see my little mouse up here. Mudrunner, then the workshop, and then Pixel Monkeys. Well, you can type in search and get here for Cooper's Creek, but you can also go to Pixel Monkeys Workshop. And honest to God, oh, are you kidding me? I'm not subscribed to everything? What? There should be a checkbox next to all of these. Dude, this guy makes some fantastic maps. It's possible. Let's dive in here. I know that I have this. Yeah, I'm subscribed. How come it's not showing me the little checkbox? Yeah, I'm subscribed to that one too. All right, so anyway, when you jump into, okay, why has this got Pixel Monkey's name on it? It doesn't look like, credits, Pixel Monkey, Cali River Rock. Oh, he used some rocks and some objects from Pixel Monkey. All right, but this map is by Pixel Monkey. So you find, the Mudrunner Workshop, find Pixel Monkey's Workshop, and then get out of here, dude. And then you click the green button to subscribe. The map will automatically download into your Steam installation, into the proper folders, and all that good stuff. All right, so now that we have that out of the way, we're going to be running Cooper's Creek, bone stock, in a white truck, jump in a mud puddle, drive up a hill, see how far we get before it's dry. Okay, that's step one. Step two is going to be bounce out here, download the Realistic Dirt mod, and we'll cover the details of that later. And then we will install that, and then we will run Cooper's Creek again in a white truck, same exact map, level, whatever. And then we'll drive up that hill and see how long the mud sticks. Or just, is it going to be infinitely obvious that, oh my God, I am covered in mud versus having a little bit of splatter or some, splash on the wheel well. All right, so let's get into it. Mudrunner. We're already in here. Go to single player. Go to change maps. I was playing West Virginia for Jakarta. And now I need to find Cooper's Creek. It's in here somewhere. I wish this crap was frickin' alphabetized in the way it gets listed. But I think it's listed based upon what you installed last. First to last. So Cooper's is in here. I guarantee it's in here. Maybe the last ones are the first ones you've installed. There it is, Cooper Creek. All right, so there's that. Now we want to pick a vehicle that, oh God, you know what we're going to grab? Of course, we're going to grab the little white samurai. Ta-da! That guy right there. Now, we're going to also go and grab anything else. Something light colored. And we're going to repeat this on the next run. So we want either a white. I think I've run this vehicle and I just didn't care for it. Or maybe it was really, really good. But I can't remember. Anyway, I guess that's why not try it again, right? And just see why did I or did I not like that truck? It keeps popping up in my list of trucks, and if I didn't like it, I would have uninstalled it, I think. All right, so now the JK Gray or the Dodge. I mean, this truck, I really love the looks of this truck. A friend of mine had a truck like that, only his was a standard cab. And eventually the bed rotted off and we put a flatbed on it. We were carpenters. We built that together. And then we put stake sides on that flatbed. And then we filled it up with firewood. And that was our side business for the dead of winter up in Alaska. Yeah, I know. Hey, I try to tell stories. I don't hear a lot of other people entertaining you with stories and stuff. All right, so, you know, I just don't know if that's publicly released, and maybe I shouldn't be using it, so I won't. I'm gonna have to go and look that up one day, and then I'm gonna have to write it down in a frickin' notebook and keep it on my desk and next to my game. All right, I know the taco truck is good to go, but let's go with a Ranger. All right, so we got 3 white trucks, and we're gonna go ahead and start a new game casual. Oh, okay, so now we're gonna jump in there, and this is the game Bone Stock. Well, yeah, pretty much bone stock, and a white truck at Cooper's Creek. Jump into Suzuki, and we're going to take the high lift jack, put the snorkel on. The spare tire is already there. Oh, these things were already on. That's interesting. I don't want to top on it, okay? So now, here we go. Okay, it's in two-wheel drive, and now it's not. All right, so that Ranger just has some weird thing going on with the tires, because this Samurai is not having that issue with the tires getting all like looking almost invisible, man. That was messed up. However, the color is still like insanely bright and oversaturated. It did not look like this in West Virginia for Jakarta, man. Anyway, we're going to jump in to the water right here at that edge and go right up on that little spot. Now that got the Ranger all kinds of nasty. Now it's odd that the mud coloration I'm getting is that gray color. When it really should be like brown, like the dirt. Alright, so I crossed where I wanted to cross. I wanted to go right down the driveway, cross that little splash, and we can just sit here actually, and I can clearly see the mud dissipating from the vehicle. It's odd, like I said, that it's gray mud instead of brown mud. Maybe that's an affectation from this particular map. We can try this again on another map. Yes, I think that's what we'll do. All right, so clearly, I just evaporated. You can sit here and visibly see that mud going away. And that happened really fast. We didn't go through a mud puddle. We didn't splash clean. We didn't get rained on. Right? So let me get behind the vehicle. Head up this hill. And in fact, we're going to jump down into this puddle. And I'm picking up a bunch of mud. Alright, so I'm not going to use that Ranger on the next test track. But you can see that there's a trail ahead of us, and while we head in that general direction, you know, I think it's just more. It's more meaningful to just sit here and stare at this thing as it is. I can see, you know, that mud evaporating right here as we sit. Now, the tricky part is, I'm not going to do any kind of extensive editing. It's just happening right here before our eyes. But I am going to jump into a different map and see if we have this overblown brightness or if it's just a weird situation with this map. But so we can clearly see that the mud disappeared literally before our eyes without going through a car wash. Okay, now I'm going to bounce back to the garage. I'm recovering the garage. Okay, so now that truck is 100% clean, brand new, fresh. All right, we're going to come back here after I install the mud mod. But before we do that, we're going to, game. We're going to go to the main menu, and we're going to exit to the main menu and hopefully be able to just instantly rejoin that game. Now, instead of Cooper's Creek, where are we going to go that I know we can just immediately jump into a mud puddle? Oh, man. Nothing is ringing a bell. I think maybe River Valley. Oh, River Valley 3, River Valley 6. Oh, shit. Well, Blackwater Canyon is absolutely loaded with water and mud, but... Mad River Crawling. Yeah. They don't show me where the garage start point is. And nothing is... let's go to MC Hammered. It's a great track. Let's grab that white Suzuki. Let's grab this guy. We didn't run that on the last one, but maybe we will. And then grab that white Suzuki. So where'd he go? There it is. Poof. And now start new game casual at MC Hammered. Alright, so I haven't really run this thing much. Oh boy, that put some weight on. Change truck. Come on, I said. Oh, change truck. And look, it is super blown out, ridiculously bright. Son of a bitch! I wonder if some of the stuff that I deleted in order to clear the mud mod was actually, oh man, required by the Reshade. Maybe it installed a bunch of crap that it didn't get reinstalled when I just did validate files on Steam. But we'll find out. We'll try to find out. Man, I can't even see the menu. Oh, I remember this starting point. I don't remember how to get to some mud right away. Okay, nothing here to get us dirty. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so I think we definitely got something jacked up after I... so maybe I should reinstall the Adega mod and start this whole rigmarole over. Okay, so obviously we are seeing a muddy truck, but it's covered in this gray film. It doesn't look anything like mud. Yeah, parking brake, those guys off. And we're just going to sit here and notice that it is evaporating like crazy. All right, so clearly something is wrong in terms of that mud should be brown, not that gray. So we're missing something amongst the shaders. God damn it. And it's just going to sit here and evaporate, and it's happening right before our eyes super duper quickly, right? So, you know what I'll do? I'm going to go ahead and do this because I'll have to fix my Reshade after the fact, but installing the mud mod is probably not going to turn my mud brown again. It's going to be the same because somehow we're getting interfered with by the Adega mod or the Reshade. That I deleted particles and I deleted some stuff in order to try to clean out the mud mod and show you here's the game at ground zero. And yeah, it's clearly not that. So the vehicle's almost clean. Gonna go ahead and recover it to the garage. Yes. And now it's perfectly clean, but we have this weird overblown brightness, and I really am annoyed by that. Man, I am really tempted to just go ahead and rerun this. It's going to tell me it probably wants to delete the old one and reinstall this. Okay, how can I add mods to this game? Well, thanks for following Nas. That's what I'm trying to show you, man. Which mods do you want to add? And I mean, if you're just talking about adding a level or a map, or adding a specific Jeep or a specific truck, and you have the Steam version, I can show you that right here, right now, real quick. You go to your Steam installation. First of all, can you hear me? And if so, do you have it on Steam? Otherwise, it's kind of pointless for me to go through that. And yeah, sorry, there's a huge delay in the amount of time when I ask a question for you to hear it and then type it in the Twitch chat window. But I'll wait. Okay, I don't know if that thing ran. Okay. Uninstall the previous version first. Yeah, okay. I don't want to do that. Okay, so there you go. You got the game through Epic. All right, dude. On YouTube, there is somebody who has a tutorial about how to add levels and trucks, Jeeps, etc. when you bought your game from the Epic Game Store. Okay? So, I do believe you might be able to sign up for mod.io. That's how SnowRunner works. So I have SnowRunner on the Epic Game Store, and I'm registered there as, GameBrain at Gmail or whatever. And then you go to mod.io. You have to use the exact same username and email address so it will connect the two between the Epic Store and mod.io. So .io means input-output, but really it's like .com. So mod.io is mod in-out, mod.io. And if you sign up on, and I'm telling you how SnowRunner works. I'm not sure how Epic works on the Epic Game Store. But to get mods, you can find that on YouTube, bro. Sorry I couldn't help you out with that. But yeah, oh my God, if you just got this game, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Oh, it probably came free. Like they gave it away free on Epic, so everybody and their brother is going to want to know how to install new levels and new trucks when they've gotten the game from Epic. For SnowRunner, all I know is you have to connect to your mod.io account, and then you can browse the different mods. And just like Steam Workshop, you subscribe to specific trucks, and then every time there's an update to that truck, it keeps pumping new updates. It pushes them into your game. So when you start your Mudrunner and some map or truck creator updated the vehicle or the map, you're going to get a new version just automatically. It's going to be pushed. All right, dude. You're welcome. All right, so what I was trying to do was get Adega. So I got to go to Control Panel. Oh, God. I really wasn't wanting to do all this. Adega mod pack. And honestly, I don't know if that's what's making my game look so blown out and so bright. It certainly didn't look like that in my last couple of videos. So I just uninstalled this, and I'm reinstalling this. Let's see. Browse to select my Mudrunner folder. Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Mudrunner. And go. Alright, so I want a full moon. And I think there's the choice for the shifter here. Yeah. Skull lever shifter, but see, that's not got as many gears as I have. Yeah, I don't have that kind of a gear lever. So yeah, okay, so maybe that's dimmed out, so maybe it recognizes that I have a different deal. But see, here's if you're gonna if you're still watching, bro. The Adega mod is a fantastic graphics mod that can work in either version of the game with Epic or Steam. But here's one of the settings in there that specifies between Epic Game Engine or Steam Game Engine if you're going to install this graphics mod, which gives you a much better visual experience. The green grass and the green trees are truly green, and the brown trees, instead of gray, they're brown. You know, the original game just has this gray, muted color scheme like a dismal, overcast day. But when you install this Adega mod, you actually get bright sunshine, green trees, green leaves, green grass, brown trees instead of gray. Blech. So, yeah. Anyway, here it is. If you can see on the screen, Adega Mod Pack V 5.2. If you just put Adega mod, you're going to find it. And, you know, there's another video that shows you how to install that. It does install a version of what's called Reshade. And Reshade is what enables the game to reshade or colorize the game objects and make gray trees into brown trees and gray grass into green grass and stuff. So, I actually do have that website saved. I think it's, well, shucks. Mudrunner, Adega mod. Oh, I have it saved on the computer upstairs. I'll just search for it real quick. Honestly, there's only one place that I found it. And I spelled that wrong. Adega mod. There you go, mudrunnermods.com. They don't allow viruses to be hosted on their website, so I think you're pretty safe with anything that you download from this website, mudrunnermods.com. And this is called the Realistic Graphics Adega Mod Pack V 5.2. But look, take one step at a time. Get your game, make sure that it works, and look at YouTube to find out how to add levels or trucks to a Epic Game Store installation of Mudrunner. You know, for me, my game is in Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Mudrunner. In Epic, it's like Epic Games, Mudrunner, and then you have different folders, and some of the maps go in, crap. I can't remember, let's look. The maps go into the media, oh no, not media folder. Maybe media level. Nope, that's empty too. Shit, I don't remember, man. It's been a long time since I've had to manually mod this game. In fact, I haven't. But a YouTube video will walk you through those steps. I guarantee you will find somebody to help you out if you just go search YouTube for Mudrunner, Epic Game, add levels, add maps, some search term to that effect. And then if Mudrunner doesn't connect to mod.io and only SnowRunner has a direct connection to mod.io, you'll probably come here and you can probably go then to the Mudrunner, how to install Mudrunner maps. There you go. Method 1, Epic Store. Here you go. Mudrunner mods, how to install spin tires, Mudrunner mods. So method 1 from the Epic Store, it walks you through the process. And then it's also telling you how to get spin tires mod, which is kind of tricky because sometimes to play multiplayer, both people have to have the exact same version of this mod. Or it's possible that version 1.9 doesn't work for multiplayer. I use 1.7.10, and that works for multiplayer. But yeah, modding games is kind of tricky, but you'll figure it out. How's that thing go with some Star Wars thing? Use the Force, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or whatever. All right, dude. Later. All right. Yeah. Mudrunnermods.com, how to install spin tire mods, and it shows you the Epic Game Store. And like I said, anything you get from there is probably pretty trustworthy. So now I found this, and what I'm about to install is Realistic Dirt. And this particular link, my antivirus software flagged it, and I'm using Avast antivirus. It's a free piece of software. All they want is your email address, and they send you advertisements and crap. But I found it to be very good. It stops a lot of malware that sometimes is a false flag, but sometimes 90% of the time it's guaranteed that file that I'm hovered on, this one, is infected. So I tried this one, and that one was able to download. And once it got onto my computer, what I did was I went to the download for that, and that's TrueDirt. And it's a RAR file, so usually a RAR, a lot of antivirus can't sometimes detect a virus inside there. So I extracted it, it didn't flag me. Then I went to that mod and I did right click, and then I choose scan item for virus, and it came up clean. I used super anti-spyware, scan selected file for spyware. Then I have scan with malware bytes, and I've scanned this. So I know the TrueDirt mod is clean for me. And, that's the beauty of buying the game on Steam. Oh, dude, you can get the game for $4.19 at cdkeys.com. So if you go to cdkeys.com, you can get a Steam code for $4.19. And then just put it in Steam, and then let Steam worry about updating the game. You can go to the Steam Workshop. If you know how Steam mods work, you can just sign up, or you just go and pick stuff, and you subscribe to a map, you subscribe to a truck, and then you're in business. $4.19. Can't go wrong. Anyway, back to my regularly scheduled program. What I was trying to accomplish was running Steam on a specific map, and running a white truck and getting it dirty. Then I was going to install the Realistic Dirt mod and see if I ran the same truck on the same track and splashed in the same mud puddle, if my mud was more intense or more, what's the word I'm looking for? If it stuck to the vehicle longer. There are certain places in the stock game where the mud will cling. Yeah, see, that's... I don't have that overblown brightness, but now I think what I need to do is go into Adega multi what's called Reshade, and reselect my favorite items. active to the top, there's nothing going to the top, but that got me alphabetized. So now I can go down to, what do I like to run? Levels. I want levels selected. I want levels plus. Then I want, tone, true color. It's in the T's. Let's get down there. QRST. Technicolor 2. Yep, I think that's it. Oh, there you go. Look at that difference, man. Boom. We go from, gray trees and green-ish, dull green. And when you turn on Technicolor 2, poof, we get nice saturation. Even the ramp is better, the truck is better, the shades are shading is better. So I think I also would select. Oh God, there's some other thing that gives it a little depth. It's not the tone map. Nope, I'm not seeing that. Tilt shift is really cool, but only if you're going to do screenshots. There's something, SMAA, I think. I turned that on. It got a little bit of, yeah, it softens the edges. Okay, that's fine. I can mess with that one. Retro tint? Oh God, that's not what I want. I'm looking for the thing that gives me a little bit better, maybe it's just levels that gives me that kind of a little deeper separation in body panels. And the body panels seem to be more curved, or more bulge on the fender versus just so kind of boring straight. Normal filter for AI. Ooh, look at that! Oh wow, that AI made it pretty nice. All right, I'm gonna leave that on. I can always turn these things off at will. So if you're unfamiliar with using the Adega mod and the Reshade options, this is how I mess around with making the game look the way I want it to. And I think I'm there, man. Let's try CMA or CM. No, that just seemed to muddy things. Too much anti-aliasing makes everything look too smooth. I like a little bit of a sharp edge. Okay, I think I'm good. Put the active selected items to the top. I wonder what this Radiant Point Cloud Global. That's on. That's off. That's on. That's off. I kind of like it on. All right. Well, now I'm running a bunch of crap, and it could have affected some of my FPS. I'm going to hit home, make that screen go away. Okay, yeah. Turn that off. Every game, my GPU is mobile and not that powerful. Oh, really? So you can't run the CD keys, dude. Great website. You can get all kinds of games there. Like okay. So what CD keys is a clearinghouse, meaning they will go and they will buy 1,000 CD keys from Steam, and then they will discount them at like 20% when Steam has the game at full price, and then they clear all of their purchased CD keys that they own until they have no more. But they've been able to buy in bulk at a discount, then they discount the game, but still make a profit. It's a clearinghouse, so they buy surplus product and they resell it, and yeah. As I understand it, that's how that works. And I've always had fantastic luck. Every key has always worked for me. I've bought keys that for the Epic Game Store. No. Oh, for what's that? Origin. Origin and Ubisoft, I think. I bought CD keys there for those systems, and everything has always worked, bro. All right, so you were talking about FXAA. Yeah, I think that's what I was searching for, and I picked what did I have? I grabbed SMAA, so let me go down to FXAA. That's, I think, what I was looking for. Oops. I went way past it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. FXAA. Okay, so now if I go active to the top, There was, okay, I think it's in settings. No. There was a way in here, if I go to this, I thought there was like there's a divider where I can actually jack with these settings. There's a slider. Alright, so I'm going to just turn FXA on and off. Turning that on just makes things too smoothed. I want a little more edge to my objects. And let me go ahead, now that I having said that, yeah, I'm not seeing huge difference, but on the SMAA, but you know, do what your machine can handle, because my FPS definitely was affected with each one of these items that I touched. Do I need levels? Oh yeah, I like levels on. Do I need levels plus? Yeah, levels plus definitely is better. Technicolor, abso-freaking-lutely. So, all right. Now that we have our colors back, I'm going to go ahead and try to do what I was going to do. Oh, man, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were not in the USA. Yeah, they may not offer the same deals for you there. All right, it's still pretty bright right now, but let's see, parking brake off. Yeah, it's still got this huge amount of brightness. God damn it. That's ticking me off. I didn't set my monitor or anything any different than normal. But it's super bright. I'll mess around with that when I'm not streaming. Oops. There we go. Alright, so I'm just heading for a mud puddle, and I want to see if I get brown dirt this time instead of the gray dirt. And if it just instantly dissipates and evaporates, or if it's going to stick a little longer and a little better. Yeah. It looks like gray mud again, man. So, I just did a total uninstall, reinstall, and I really didn't want to have to go through it again, but I'll do what it takes to get my game looking the way I wanted it to. It was great a little while ago. Maybe once I throw real dirt back in here, it's going to be great. Come on. Going the wrong damn way. All I wanted to do was splash into a mud puddle. Alright, so there we go. Yep, I still have that nasty-ass gray dirt. That's just not the way it's supposed to be. It is evaporating before my eyes. I wish I hadn't put the little roof thing on there, because I think with real dirt, you end up with mud on your dashboard, on your seats, on your character, I mean everything. Except, I did learn that some tires have what's called, there's some kind of a map in the 3D software that has to be, the option needs to be turned on when people create tires, so that the tires actually collect road surface material and it shows on the tire. Then there's an option that it just doesn't show that. Man, it's going to be one hard video to edit. Alright, so all the dirt on the vehicle just evaporated right before my eyes. So what I'm going to do is return this guy to the garage. And turn off the engine. God, the brightness is killing me. Alright, we're going to exit the game. And what I intended to do today was to show you that, here, I ran the game with a white truck into a mud puddle, and it looked like this, and the mud just evaporated. Now, I'm going to go to this website, modland.net, Mudrunner-mods/tweaks, Realistic Dirt V3. You'll find your way here. You need to get to Modland by searching for Realistic Dirt V3. It will probably get you here with any kind of search engine that you use. Alright, so now, I already mentioned earlier, This link got me my antivirus software flagged that as dangerous. It's a rar.html, so the HTML might have some freaking advertising on there or malware on there, but this is a link straight to the rar file. So if you click this, it will open this tab, and you will see, login, you have no waiting time. It'll take you to this, and then you click that, and it takes you to download the file, True Dirt, even though, and here's the disconnect, this is called Realistic Dirt v3. The zip file is called True Dirt v3, and then, underscore gibberish. So just be aware that you're going to download Realistic Dirt, but it's called True Dirt. All right, so now once you download that, and I'm just going to close all these tabs, keep things cleaned up here. And I'm going to close my browser even and show you my game folders. Here is my Steam installation, right? I'm on my D drive. My Steam folder is $Steam Library. Then I go to Steam Apps, Common, Mudrunner, and at this point I go to where I downloaded the mod, which is here under Mudrunner. I have a folder on my hard drive called Game Mods, Mudrunner Mods, and then I have one made for True Dirt, and it's a zip file that you get, and I've already unzipped it. But when you unzip it, you get these weird little a little tiny B space media, mesh. All right, but in your Steam folder, your Steam game installation folder, you don't have that. You have media, media level, media cache. So what I've done is I've taken these three files and I've renamed, right click, rename, and then go to the front, get rid of the B on each of these. So now I actually have folders that are identical in name to my Steam installation folder, and I'm going to right click, copy these, and then I'm going to go over to Mudrunner, and I see media, media level, texture cache, all that crap. So then I right click on Mudrunner and do paste, and it's probably going to tell me that there are already folders with these same names, and I want to replace the files in the destination. So now you can see it's highlighted. I've copied from here, from my unzip folder where I've downloaded the mod and unzipped it, and virus scanned it, spyware scanned it, Malwarebytes scanned it, all that crap. And now I put it into my Mudrunner folder, and I have a folder. It overwrote some of my files in media, mesh cache, and texture cache. So now, finally, we can go ahead and launch Mudrunner, and we're going to run the same map. We're going to run the same truck, and we're going to drive into the same mud puddle, and we're going to see if we get rid of that ugly, gray, weird mud, and that might be like an issue with my monitor's brightness level that's magically changed overnight for whatever reason. But we might get brown mud, and we might get the mud to stay substantially longer, and that's the goal of realistic mud, or the realistic dirt, True Dirt. It's called both things, right? The download for it is Realistic Dirt, but the zip file you download is called True Dirt. Yabba dabba doo. Hope you get me. All right, so here we are. We've updated those those files, and we're going to start the rig. Start pounding away over towards that mud puddle, and see if we can get this truck looking really crappy. Uh-oh. No! I accidentally hit the change view button. Yeah, I'm driving with a steering wheel and gas pedal and shifter, and I am wearing my tennis shoes. If I took off my shoes, that might help. Alright, man, I can't wait till we hit that mud puddle. Oh, I think I'm seeing actually more particles flying off the tires. Maybe that happens without realistic dirt being added? I really don't know. I never noticed that before. I hope that's a feature. I would love to see that in my game. I'm getting 100 frames a second, so I'm in good shape with that. All right, here we are. Gonna jump in. Yeah, it's not brown mud, man. What the hell? I just watched, I have an old video where, on a different PC and a different installation, that I have this mod. It's called Mudrunner Mud Mod on my GameBrain YouTube channel. So let's see. I can't believe it's just this plain, ugly, gray mud. Or maybe I'll go to another map. Yeah, I don't know. I do see it evaporating in front of my eyes. So maybe I don't have the mud mod working, man. It's so frustrating. It's definitely evaporating. I think we might have had more mud. Oh, there's mud on the inside of my vehicle. I wasn't able to see that before, but it is actually dissipating. I think it's dissipating at a slower rate. But, well, that was highly unsatisfying after all that dicking around. Well, let's see. What if I go to a different map? Yeah. And go back to the main menu. Man, I'm trying to think of a map that has, like, blue water. Well, a stock map here, it's showing blue water in the creek. Let's see if we can get there. I'm going to grab that same white Suzuki. Oh, huh. What if the Suzuki, similar to the tire, needs a specific mesh or a specific overlay? Let's grab a different vehicle. Okay, I'm going to grab this guy too. Oh, shit. Okay, I already grabbed. Now I just grabbed the Bronco, and now I'm going to grab the that white Suzuki. It may be an issue that we're using that white Suzuki, and it doesn't allow for it to carry brown mud. I find that hard to believe when I've played this game in other configs or on other PCs, and I don't recall this vehicle just turning, silver or gray when it got dirty. Alright, man, it's getting serious now. I'm not even going to jack around with the, I got rid of my tennis shoes. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Let's go see if we can hit some water. Look at the map. Alright. Oh, boy. The water's over there. Okay. Well, I guess if I'm going to go through mud, it doesn't really matter if I'm going through water. Oh, now, see? Here we go. It must have been that frickin' map. Because this is clearly brown mud, dude. Ah, shit. I almost want to do the whole test over again. Okay, so let's go through this. Bam! Look at this. And we don't have the lid on, so we can see that the mud has gotten on the inside of my truck. It's all over my seats, my dashboard, the rear bed of the little Suzuki. And if I stop and spin around, it's sticking to the truck pretty good. Now, I don't know if that's completely... I mean, it's too late now. I don't know if that's stock behavior or if that's as a result of the True Dirt mod. I do know, because I've done it before, and now, I mean, look at this. And I think I'm going to retain that filthy covering for a longer period of time than the stock game. Well, I'm going to have to probably redo this whole experiment because I had that weird issue of brightness. I'll be a little more judicious in deleting my realistic mod dirt files that got modified. But and then come to a map like this where I actually get brown dirt. It had to have been some issue with the particular map that I was on and the water and mud looking like that just smooth gray covering instead of this highly particleized brown. I mean, look, it's light brown, dark brown, black. The mud has, unique variations in the coloration of the mud. So, all right. So now let's hit some water and see if it washes off. I'm sure it will. It's already kind of evaporating off, but not as rapidly as normal, I think. Oh, yeah, man, I'm kind of ripping, and it hasn't all evaporated off yet. All right, so, nope, I want to go this way, guys. I want to go down there into the water. Okay, let me get behind the vehicle. All right, oh, shit. Well, probably should have gone over to the beach to go in the water. I'm probably going to go upside down now. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, kind of screwed now. But wait, I've got the Adega, or I've got the Spin Tires mod. So let's see, advanced. And grab this point to this point. And all right, now most of my dirt has evaporated, but that took a lot longer than normal. Uh-oh. Now, look at that. Oh, so water just... The vehicle is wet. That gray coating is just when the vehicle is wet. So I didn't really hit mud before. I just hit water. Now I'm getting a combination of water and mud. Alright, so there's some weirdness. But, I think there's a benefit to the realistic dirt mod. I'm curious, if I had a red vehicle, would the red vehicle, when it gets wet, does it just show a sheet of gray water? Kind of weird. Let's have a look. So that's wet, and that's dirt. And inside the rig is still full of mud. Huh. Well, inconclusive results because I really didn't have a fantastic scientific experiment set up. But now I understand that water will look like a sheet of gray, and if we bang through some dirt and mud, uh-oh, I just got a beautiful tan. Maybe that's I don't know, some kind of reward for running without the roof. Okay, so now let's have a look at the rig. Now, isn't that weird that the hood has that clear separation of body parts and mud on one and not the other because it was carrying water, I think maybe when I entered the sand. I don't know. Let's go and jump in the water a little bit. Nope, that didn't really clean it off. Well, hey, this has been one cluster of a stream. Okay, I want to get in a little deeper. but not so deep that I can't get out. Ah, okay, so now I'm seeing gray on the hood. Oh, whoa. All right, now, oh, I didn't install the snorkel, but we got lucky. Now look at that. I'm covered with water, and water is nothing but a gray film. I wonder if a red truck would turn gray like that also. If so, it's not too cool. And that seems to be the function of the stock game, because I had the mud mod, or realistic dirt, true dirt, uninstalled at the start, and I was getting that that gray sheet of water instead of getting covered in mud like that. And look at my tires. Like I said, there's a mesh or some kind of overlay that needs to be set when tires, rims, body parts, truck objects that you add, like the roll bar and a light bar and a bumper and stuff. If you don't have a specific overlay or a mesh on there so that it can receive additional mesh layers or something like that. You know, I'm not a graphics artist, man, but I'm not a 3D artist, but I've read a little bit, and yeah, I think the True Dirt mod is definitely showing me this dirt that's on here now. Otherwise, I think it might have washed off as quickly as the water did and the gray sheeting. But time will tell if I do this experiment over some other day. Okay, let's get back out onto the beach. Now that we've driven around, the vehicle's had some time to dry off, rub up against some bushes, wipe off a little bit of our mud, go back out into the sand, see what happens. Swing! Oh, I'm instantly dirty again. And how deep does it get? Oh, it gets pretty deep pretty quick. And part of the rig then is gray. Part of it's mud. Tires aren't really picking up a lot, but some of the material does stick to them. It's funny that the hood. Oh, no. Oh! I tried to go backwards. It's funny that the hood has that weird sharp edge that just separates it, and the mud doesn't stick to the hood. So that maybe isn't a unique separate object, and it doesn't have the right mesh on it. Or it doesn't have a layer that accepts mesh layers being added to it. I don't know. Oh my god, look at the undercarriage though. I wonder if that's a function of the stock game, if it would look like that if we were just rolling stock. God, I don't want to uninstall and reinstall and jerk around with this stuff again. But maybe I will. If so, it's top for